Hello everyone, my name is Michael White. I'm an improv teacher and performer and the co-founder of Blood Squad. And I am here with your improv tip of the day. We're going to talk about creating worlds with one suggestion, okay? So here's the classic scene that I see over and over again, and maybe you have as well. Two players will come out to the front of the stage and say, "Hi, can we get from you an object?" And then the audience will shout out, "Cranberries." And they'll say, "Cranberries, thank you." The lights start to fade and you watch the performers like, what is going on? What am I doing? One of them actually leaves, it goes off, I'm like, I'm not going on stage. And this is where I stop. I say, okay, let's totally rethink how we're going to do this. Let's completely create a new mindset, a new way to frame this experience, okay? And we'll do that right now. I want you to think about what you instantly thought of when I said the word cranberries. If it takes a second, create the world. Or more importantly, see the world that you already decided existed after you heard the word cranberries, okay? For me, I see a table with a cloth. I see the bowl of cranberry sauce, right? Not quite in the middle because the turkey goes in the middle. And then there's stuffing, there's a pumpkin pie, which actually is still in the kitchen because there's someone in this family that eats it too quickly. I can hear the football game. Actually, I hear commercials off to my right in the other room, and I can hear people talking. Two men and a woman. I can hear spoons being scraped along plates inside of the kitchen. There's a man, I can see him in my mind. He's the one doing it. He insisted he brought over his favorite dish that his grandmother taught him when she came over from the Ukraine. There I can hear people walking across the floorboards above me. All of this happened within seconds, okay? I didn't have to do much work. And now I want you to think about what came up for you, what you instantly decided cranberries meant for you in this moment. You created a world, okay? Do you have a memory of where you once had cranberries? Do you hate cranberries? Did you work in a cranberry factory? See, I'm creating all of these images in my mind right now, and you probably are too. Can you see the cranberry factory that I'm talking about? And I want you to imagine that there's this big pool where they put the cranberries and then they take the tool, I think it's like a rake, and they basically scrape them through. But you walk in, you're going to your shift, and there's a mule standing there in the middle of the cranberries. Can you see all of this in your mind? Yes, you can, because as an improviser, we must understand that we're not there to show how well we perform. We're there to give suggestions to the audience. So that if I come in with the tray and the martini and I say, "Here's your drink, ma'am," then you automatically understand what I am. And you can see the tray, you can see the drink, and you can see me wearing what? Black and white tuxedo, maybe white coat, something that gives you the indication that I am this waiter of a high-class restaurant and bar, maybe in New York. Think about it this way, you cannot not fill in those blanks. So what I want to do is I want to just give you very clear and specific suggestions as appropriate, or general suggestions. It's over there in the darkness and the fog. Two glowing eyes. Did you see that in your mind? Yes, this is what you want to do on stage. So when you get a suggestion from the audience, that's the first thing you want to experience is your world being created. Now the question that players often have is, but if I'm in my world and this person has their world, how do they connect? It's like, they blend together, okay? Let's say cranberry is all about Thanksgiving for me, and then this other person starts raking. They start raking leaves because cranberries remind them of being out in the backyard. What I can do is I can bring out a plate to this person. I can over-accept what they've done. Our worlds blend together. We can have my house and their backyard together. Or maybe they're at work. Boom, I'm at my house. I can walk into their work. Imagine that I drove from my house to their work. All of a sudden the worlds are always blended. Everything is perfect in your worlds together. And that's your job as a performer, is to take whatever they're doing, no matter how crazy they're acting or whatever they're doing, and say, this is exactly what I need right now, because in this universe we're creating together, this exists, okay? So it's a blending. This happens within seconds, even faster. You have your instant thought, you see what world they're living in, and you blend them together. And you say, this is exactly what we need. Because who knows, that person who's you're on stage with is someone you might know who's at work. They didn't get to come to the Thanksgiving dinner. So you're going to take them either food, or you're going to call them and have them come over. Perhaps there was a fight. Someone at your house, perhaps it was between you and that person, and you're trying to reconcile because it's the holidays. All of these stories come from these worlds that you create. Really trust what you instantly already do. If this helps, Think of it like this: when you've heard this in class, you already have everything you ever need to be able to make up stories. Take that understanding and apply that to this idea. That's your improv tip for today. My name is Michael White. Thanks. Talk to you soon.